Happy Sunday fun day, everybody. Let me pull up my chat real quick. Hello, hello. Hey, Jeannie. Irene, hello. Mystical, hello. Doctor, hello. LT Spiritual, hello. Hopefully y'all have had an amazing couple of days. And let it fill up like always. Y'all know the drill. Just gotta give it a few. Country. I got it now. Lucky, hey, hey. And thank you for your 3 donations, babe. I appreciate you. Andresa, hello. And Lucky, you'll go first, babe. Neon, hello. Diamond Girl, hello. Cherry, hello. Hey, yeah. It's okay, Jean. Thank you, babe. Starry, hello. Hold on, Lucky, babe. I'll get you in 1 second. I just gotta let the list fill up first, so save your question for a minute. I still got quite a few spots and I don't want to lose it. Jazz, hello. Yes, baby, can be added to the list. We still got 6, 7, 10 spots. Rachel, hello. Goth Empress, hello. Happy Sunday. Thank you for the flowers. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sonia, hello. Happy to have you here, babe. I'm here. That's what my grandson always tells me. He says, Lola, I'm here. I appreciate y'all being here. You get on the free list like that. Okay, we have 7 spots left and then we'll start. Maria, hello. 6 spots. And if y'all are here, please hit the like button. I appreciate you. Yeah, Sundays normally don't fill up that quick. But sometimes you just never know. I got you on the free list, babe. No worries. Blue butterfly, hello. As long as you come in and say hello, you'll be added as long as the list is open. We just gotta know you're here. Alright, 5 spots. 5 spots. My playlist is crunk today. I'm like, calm down. Okay, let me just put Celine so I'll remember that. Yes, Lucky, babe, you're already on the free list. You are number 8. Positive vibes. Hello. We need that around here always. Okay, I got you. And thank you, Rachel, for your 4 donations. You'll go after Lucky. And thank you, Gothic Empress. Appreciate you, boo. Blue butterfly, we got you on there, babe. I got you, love. I got you. You'll be after Rachel. So I have 3 for Lucky, 4 for Rachel, and 1 for the Gothic Empress. Alright, so 4 spots. 4 spots. Shoot, she always be donating. Three, four, one. 3, 4, 1. Aw, thank you, love. Thank you. I try. We'll give it another minute and then I'll start. I really wish I had a house in the middle of the sharks. That would be pretty cool. Nana, hello. Alright, 3 spots. I think that's the Pisces in me. I always want to be under the water. I am good, Nana. How are you? Okay, there's only 3 left, so let's start. All right, Lucky, now you can post your questions. I'm sorry about that, babe. I just didn't want to get it mixed up. Move over a little bit. You're a Pisces too? When's your birthday? Mine's on the 2nd. Oh, we're your favorite sign. That's awesome. Okay, what are the conversations? Oh, you're later in the month. Okay. My son's is the 4th and my ex-husband's the 18th. So, lots of March birthdays around here. What are the conversations Noah's having about you with this close circle or family? All right, let's see. Girl. Okay. So, it definitely looks like he's got love on the brain. He wants things to go like way into the future. So, he may be asking them for like ideas of like how to move this along, if he's moving too fast, getting ideas about like where this should go, because the image he's giving me is like you pregnant, sitting there taking care of the family. Like, how do we get it from point A to Z, right? Like maybe he's planning to like try to do something grand to make things change, like to become more. But it kind of feels rushed. So it's like going from the Page of Pentacles to the Ten of Cups. That's a lot of work to get there, right? So maybe he's like, how can I make this last? How can I make this work? He's like, I don't know how to do this. He keeps showing me like the advancement going really fast. And I don't know if like, is he asking them like, am I going too fast? Am I thinking too much? Why am I feeling all of these things? Should I slow down? I think it's just literally advice about like how to keep this from turning ugly, right? Because maybe he's had problems in the past, like trying to rush too fast, trying to move things along too fast. But like in his brain, he's like, this is a mother of my kids, this is my family, this is, and it's just starting. It looks like very small into very big. So I feel like the family is pretty close, to be honest, or his close circle. I don't really see advice from them. I just see him like talking all this goodness about you, like you're the one. He's never felt this way before. He feels like he's known you in past lives and all of these things, and so it just feels like ooey gooey. Just like all of it. He wants it all. And you showed me the Ten of Cups twice, the Hierophant, the Empress, the Six of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune. Like, he really wants this to go the distance. Alright, number 2. Let's see, babe. What is the tea on his family? What they're actually like. All right. Whoa. Okay, we're gonna keep that card because it wanted to be in my lap. Thank you, Shantae. I appreciate you, boo. So, it looks like the mom kind of runs things, or there's a strong female, could be a Virgo, in this family that kind of keeps things on track. Or she's really good about seeing through things. Whoever this woman is, I don't know if it's the mother or not, but it looks like they've been through some things. There might have been like a divorce between the mom and the dad, or definitely some kind of like separation. I'm also kind of seeing like maybe there was a time where things were very uncertain of like how to make it through or how to get through, so there's a little bit of struggle here. But all in all, it looks like it came back together in like full circle. So maybe things weren't unhealthy, or they were a little imbalanced in the past, but they're more aligned now. Yeah, there's definitely, maybe there's like one or two people in the family that like to cause problems. They're the problem solvers or the problem makers, and the mom or whoever this woman is like the one that can balance out the conflict. I do feel the distance of somebody in this family. That could be the dad. Like the dad walked away, got divorced, and it caused some kind of like upheaval in early days of his life. But over time, it kind of looks like it came back together. So I don't know. Maybe there was a separation. Maybe it wasn't a divorce. But they also could have been caught like in a custody battle. Either way, it looks like it's okay now, though. They look pretty. They don't look messy. They don't look, like there's a whole lot of problems there. It just looks like, basic stuff that most families go through. They're together now. You don't know if you'll get along with them. They seem to be pretty welcoming, honestly. They might not show it, though. It's almost like the mom's got to give the approval first. They kind of wait for her to approve it, I guess. So if they're together now, there was some kind of separation, or there was something early on that there was some kind of issue. But it's okay now. So, like I said, I don't know if it was like they got divorced and then came back together, or they like separated for a while or something like that. And if it's not the dad that there was a separation, maybe it's like a brother or sister that they didn't know like where it was going to go for a while. But all in all, they look pretty solid, to be honest. Or at least they're solid now. I think they weren't always solid, but they've learned a lot from, I guess, whatever they've been through. I think you'll get along with them. You're just going to have to like give them time to assess like how their son is with you, or how things are with you first. Oh, I changed it, Celine. I just put a dash already. right, what is your next question, Boo? Oh, wow, y'all are really close. Well, she's a Pisces, so maybe she's got a lot of earth in her chart, or she's just really good at being mommy. Oh, okay. Jeannie got you. Okay, Rachel. And thank you for being here, Jeannie. I hope you're doing good. All right, love. What's your third question? Okay, Shantae, I got you, babe. Thank you. I said it, but I don't know if you heard me or not. Okay. Oh, it's okay. If I'm in the reading, I'm not normally gonna look, so it's all good. And the moon was there, so that, you know, I see Libra. In that reading, I saw Libra, I saw Pisces, and I saw very strong Earth. Okay, anything else you need to know about this connection between Noah and you? Okay. I'm kind of seeing that this person has been through some kind of hurt in the past, I guess, with relationships. So they have like this, normally, I would say normally, they would have this really rough exterior. They wouldn't be very openly expressive with their emotions. But the way that I'm seeing it is they're like giving it to you as much as they have. They're giving it to you because they've logically thought about it. They're like, you would be a good choice. They don't feel that you would hurt them. They trust you. So I see like the layer of the onion opening up. They may not show you a whole lot at first, but kind of the way they've been showing me is like they're like a lot. Their energy is a lot. And not that that's a bad thing, because, you know, we can all be a little bit of a lot. So the way that I'm getting it is make sure to remind them to take the time to slow down. Especially if they try to jump and, you know, move things along really fast. Remind them, like, that doesn't end well. Let's slow it down. Let's start from the beginning. Take it slow. Toes in, you know, whatever. But the thing is, especially with Pisces, we're either 0 or 100. Halfway is kind of bullshit for a Pisces. It's hard for us to, you know, invest little. But it's saying, try. Because this person kind of needs to slow themselves down a little bit. And so you could be a good reminder of like, hey, we're not going to go this fast. Because they're kind of stuck in this fantasy. Hold on. Give me a second. Damn. Okay. So they're stuck in this daydreaming kind of fantasy right now. They're like 100. They're deep and they're in. Even if they don't like do a whole lot, and that may be the problem, is like they talk a good game, they have a great idea of where this can go, but like use the logic too. Like there needs to be like plans to move from one to the other. Because they still have this underlining pain that hasn't gone away yet. It's like an abandonment issue. I do feel like they've learned from certain lessons. They have. But still, it's like, take it one day at a time. One day at a time. Because if not, it's just, it's going to be more fantasy than it is going to be like reality. So make sure to keep your head and your heart balanced within this. Because they're so worried of not repeating mistakes, but they're kind of going about it from like a heartbreak type of stance. Like, because of the pain that they've experienced, they're trying to be, you know, and it kind of feels a little inauthentic. Like they're trying to be everything, but it just needs to be what it is instead of like pushing it or moving it forward too fast. I hope that makes sense, girl. I'm a Virgo moon, and my Aries is in Venus too. Oh my gosh, those Aries and Venus girls. Pisces with Aries and Venus. I think that's in Marilyn Monroe, Rihanna, they have, and Elizabeth Taylor, they all have Venus and Aries. My ex-husband had an Aries and Venus too. We about killed each other. Like literally. All right. Well, thank you, babe. I appreciate you. Yeah, I'm not sure. Just take it one day at a time, my love. Anxiously dramatic. Hello. Welcome. He's an Aries, Sun, Moon, Venus, Saturn. Oh, wow. Man, it does. It really does. Rachel, are you back? Your Venus is in Taurus. That's a lot more stable, but it can be kind of possessive. Rachel, are you here? Because if not, I'm going to move on. Did I get Mystic's donation? Oh, yes. Thank you, Mystic, for your 2 donations. Thank you for reminding me to look, Jeannie. Sorry. Okay, if Rachel's not here, I'm going to move on to Gothic Empress. You see how my mods keep me together? Jean says she's going to be a little late. She jumped in for a minute, but she's running late. She'll be here at some point. Okay. Gothic Empress, are you here? Okay, thank you. I'm over here rushing. Rachel will come when she comes. We'll just do the other ones until she gets here. Everybody ready for Mercury retrograde? How does Samuel feel about you? Let the cuckoo finish first. Okay, how does Samuel feel about? I feel like a lot of travel is either happening or gonna happen in the future. I feel that you make them super happy, the sun, but because of some distance or possibly like what they've been through, they're only able to give a little bit of themselves. It feels like there's gaps in between, like the connectivity, right? It's like they feel everything, but they're only able to experience like a small amount of it. And it could be because they get in their head too much, or it's kind of like they're trying to figure out a way to bridge the gap, right? Like how to make it to where they don't have to be like right in your face to be connected to you. Because that's kind of the way it feels. It's like very choppy. Let's see why. Maybe they're the type that like likes to have their person in their face like all the time. And they're scared about like all the time that the two of you aren't together. Like, what are you doing? And that could be like a past wound for them. You're worth it is kind of what they're telling me though. Like they would travel the world for you. They would go out of their way for you. They're hoping that they're trying to stay as positive about it as possible. But they still get triggered by it. But they're willing to offer love, that's for sure. It's just I feel like they show me gaps in the connection. So that could have been like a past thing. Like y'all had a lot of distance at times. Like when she's here, I'm 100%. But then like the separation, it's like the feelings shrink a little bit. And I don't know why that is. And it could be because they let their fear get in the way. Okay, Rachel. Stay dry. And so it could just be that, you know, like when y'all are apart, he gets all in his head and tries to stop thinking about you. Either way, it's all good. Like, he has good feelings about you. It just, he wants to give more. He wants to do more. But he's showing me, like, the inability to do it yet. He shows it in the future. So, I don't know. I guess for now, just take whatever he does and best. But he definitely feels like one of those guys that likes to be all up in your business all the time. Okay, Shantae. Or Shenmoon. Shenmona. Of course, my love. Anytime. Thank you for showing up and being here, supporting me, bringing friends. Much love. What does a Tiva truly desire from you in relationship? The song that's playing, Shantae, is Addicted. He's addicted to you. It looks like whatever he said to you seems to be truthful. Like, I feel he's super attracted to you. He has a lot of hopes for the future in this connection. I'm going to clarify before I really dive too deep. I will say he's got a lot of indecisiveness, or he has some kind of choice that's necessary for him to make. And that could be like walking away from like his fears. It definitely feels that in some places he's kind of blindfolded. He could be trusting his intuition with you and just like going for it. But I definitely feel like there's parts of himself that he needs to leave behind. Because it makes him a little bit imbalanced. I do feel like June through July will be like a good time for this connection, or they're planning something for that time. Maybe they're planning a trip, or they're planning to travel with you. But all in all, it looks good. I mean, I would just give it time to like reveal their true selves, because what they showed me at first looked really good. But then they come out with a lot of twos, and I'm like, what's the decision? And then the lovers at the bottom is also a choice. So maybe they're still like unsure of how you feel, or unsure of like where it's gonna go. Even though they want it to go far, you know, it's just, it seems like I would definitely make sure that what they say matches their movements, because it kind of feels like they intentionally give little. They're able to give more, but they're intentionally giving little, and that could be just to test the waters to see if you're the type of girl that's gonna take from them, or you know, maybe they're trying not to be like an overgiver. And thank you, Crow's Nest, for your 2 donations. Alright, so hopefully that helped. I don't think their intentions are bad, though, at all. Alright, Mystic. And thank you again, boo. Appreciate it. We got a little bit of a list, Crow's Nest, so hang with me, babe. Hang with me. Alright, Mystic. Oh. Hang on, Mystic. Rachel's back. She didn't announce it. Oh, there she goes. Never mind. Rachel's back. Okay. Okay, Jeffrey called you yesterday morning, told you we will see each other soon. Why did he text you LOL? I feel like he said LOL because it's like here we go again. That's the way it feels. Here we go again. Like you don't just accept him for what he says. You're always asking about other people. And for him, he's like, I'm just doing my thing. Like, what is the problem? Like, haha, here we go again. You're doing it again. You're kind of showing him that, like, you are, like, trying to claim him or trying to, like, micromanage him in some way. It's like, girl, this is the first conversation we had, and you're already on that shit. That's okay. It's almost like he just says you're tripping. Like, you're tripping. Like, we haven't even had time to reconnect fully, and you're already talking about other girls. And to him, he laughs because he's like, what have I done to show you that? Like, why is it constantly about somebody else? That's the way I feel. Like, he's just like, here we go again. And I don't know if you've done that before or not, but you definitely triggered something within him. So he's just like, I'm not even going to dignify that with a response. Because the one thing, Rachel, I'm going to tell you, if he's lying about something, liars will lie. And so sometimes you just got to let them, give them enough rope to hang themselves if you truly feel he's thinking about somebody else. But from what I can see, he's not. He's like, I don't even understand why. Why are you tripping right now? Why? Is that even a question to ask? Like, I'm talking to you right now. Why would I be thinking about somebody else and talking to you? So, I don't know. Yes, I can see what you're writing in the chat, but I know what you said. I feel like this is the first conversation you've had with him, right? And maybe he doesn't want to answer, and he doesn't have to. And that's kind of what he's saying. Like, I'm going to control this conversation. I will tell you what you need to hear or what you want to hear. Not what you want to hear, but I'll tell you what I feel like I want to say. You're not going to control what I tell you. That's the way it feels from him. I'm just saying, 2 conversations in, and you've just got to let it unfold naturally. Don't hyper stress. Don't, like, get too much in your emotions, because I feel like that triggers him. And maybe he is toying with you a little bit. Maybe he's still upset about whatever y'all went through. Maybe he's still just, you know, like, we'll see what happens, you know. What's your second question? I'm gonna go plug my AirPod in. I don't think he was laughing at you. What is your next question? And I'm gonna close the donations after Crow's Nest. Rachel, you better post that question. I'm gonna move on. All right, Mystic, are you here? I'm gonna read. Okay, there you go. The next time, Rachel, just make sure you got your question ready. Okay, did he have a female come and do drugs and drink? No, I feel like he went out with friends. I don't feel like anybody came over. There wasn't a plan to. Something happened. I think maybe there was a plan for him to have somebody come drink or come to the house, but it didn't end up working out. Something happened. I think he got busy with work or whatever he was doing out there with his friends. I don't know if he was selling drugs or whatever it was. It just feels like it got too late or things got too hectic or something like that. The temptation was there, but it doesn't look like it was followed through on. Or there was talks about it, but it didn't happen. It's okay. Girl, I'm just glad you're here. Take your time. Jeannie. All right, so what is your next question? Legos are so much fun. I want one of those Harry Potter. Um, they have one with like the castle and all that, but they're so expensive. All right, Rachel, what is your next question? It's so weird. Like if I don't have music in my ear, it's so it's so hard. Like I have to literally take myself out to read. I don't know how to explain that any better, but the music helps me to, I guess, connect more. I already read that question. You want me to read for it again? Is that what you're telling me? I even went to my live chat. I don't see it, Rachel. Is he trying to hook up with you or somebody else? Please don't yell. It's okay. Let's see. Is he trying to hook with somebody else? It doesn't look like it. I think he has the opportunity to if he wants to, but for him, the way that he sees it, if it's not my forever, I don't really want to fuck with it. I'm kind of moving in a different direction, doing something different. Now, there could be somebody that sparked his interest that made him feel like, okay, this might be something in the future, but I don't see just randomly hooking up. And basically what he's telling me is he's single, he can do what he wants. And the way that he's saying it is until he commits, like I don't even have like the reason to ask or something. Like it's almost like a defensive energy, like it's a pushback. Like I don't have to say anything, I don't have to answer that question, because with you he's not sure what's gonna happen between the two of y'all. So he could be out there like looking for somebody to connect with, but I don't think he has yet, or he's not sure yet. So there might be somebody that he's kind of testing the waters with, but I don't see them sleeping together. Yet, anyway. And that could be why he's LOLing you too, is because the way that he pushed back, like his energy literally was like, why are you asking? Like, I'm single, I can do what I want. Um, so I don't know. I don't feel like necessarily he's just got some sneaky link or some girl on the side that he's sleeping with. Cause for me, it doesn't. He's not showing me that, at least, or the energy isn't showing me that. It's showing me more of like stuff like that makes him doubt that the two of you would even work out. Because it is kind of possessive to like, well, I mean, I guess you could ask the question, but not like accuse him. I get, like accuse him of doing something or talking to somebody else. No, you didn't ask if he was going to hook up with somebody. You asked, was he going to drink with somebody and do drugs with somebody? Yes, there was a plan that I guess like some people were going to come to his house and do that, but the night ended up going too long wherever he was at. So, but I didn't say he was going to hook up with somebody. Okay. But that doesn't mean he was hooking up with that person. Anyways, what's your last question, Rachel? It looked like friends. It could have been the female and the friends. It didn't look like him alone with anybody. So, is that your fourth question? The night he had plans to have people over and it didn't work out, to do drugs, drink. Was it a female alone, or was it with friends? Is that the question? I don't think his mind is on someone else. I just feel like he's unsure about you. So wherever his mind is, I don't think it's like that. Okay. I feel like this was like the people that he works with, maybe he hangs out with, maybe he sells drugs with, I don't know. But I do see two females, and I also see um, some males. So It didn't work out though. He's like, why am I even answering this question? It didn't happen. And I think whoever was supposed to, they didn't like the fact that he couldn't do it, I guess, or like maybe he made plans with them and then didn't even follow through because he was out there doing his own stuff, and it feels like it was work related. So the people that he was with was friends or people that he does have some kind of money involving with. Now the females, I think, I don't know if they're friends of the friends or if they're like people that he's talked to. It doesn't feel like it's very deep. It feels like they've had a conversation before or something like that. But I don't feel like, I don't know, whatever you're thinking, that's not what this is. It just looks like they had plans, or maybe he met some people and they were planning on coming back, but then they didn't because he got busy working. And then the people didn't like it because the plans fell through. So I don't even know if he's even dealing with the people anymore. I mean, they could have just come to buy drugs or whatever. I don't really know. But like I said, I don't think it's as deep as you're trying to make it. I could teach tarot, and I've thought about doing it like as a membership or something, but I haven't yet because I have some other idea that I was gonna start. So we'll see, but I can teach tarot. If I had enough people interested in it, I would do it. Maybe I'll put a poll of like who would be interested in learning tarot with me. I could do some lives or something like that. Okay. I could do it one-on-one, yeah. Alright, so Mystic. Yeah, I could do it either or. I mean, I guess it all depends, like, how many people would join and stuff like that. I think it'd be better the more people that were involved. But it's definitely something we could discuss. Okay, Mystic. Oh, it showed you he was talking to two girls on the phone. Yeah, I definitely feel like he is. But I don't think it's that serious. Okay, so Mystic. Sleep sound channel. I put people to sleep. Okay, for why does TV care about your validation? The one thing I'm going to say about people that need validation, most of the time they're narcissistic. Maybe you were a good supply for them. Narcissistic people in general, they'll always try to pull your energy from you. So it's kind of what I feel with them. That's why they want validation now, is because you've pulled away and they're like, hey, you're my supply, come back. And they don't really care, especially if this person is narcissistic. I'm not saying they are, I'm just saying in general, if they have those tendencies of being validated, then I definitely feel like the supply, they wanted the supply again. Whoa. Okay, so Jennifer, I'm going to take that donation, but anybody that sends any after that, I'm going to return. So just so y'all know. Alright, why does he need this validation, even though he caused pain? He doesn't really give me narcissistic tendencies. How can I say this? It's almost like the memories of what happened haunt him. And so he's trying to paint a better picture, or he's trying to make it right, or he wants to make it right. Maybe there's a conversation that he wants to have with you to help you to understand, like, hey, I'm a different person than I was then. I've made changes. I've balanced out things. Let me get some clarifiers, because sometimes, people will lie. They'll be like, oh, I'm a different man. I've done found Jesus and, all the things. Let's see. No, he's kind of showing me the same thing. Like, maybe you're like his world, even though he did hurt you. Maybe you're the one that he's had the most feelings with, the most investment for, the most want for, even though he fucked up. And he doesn't know what to do to make it right. He acknowledges that he chose the wrong option. He did some dumb shit. And now he's in a place of just lack. Without you, his world is dark. And so the only thing he can think of is like, come back to me. You're my everything now. I get it. I've had clarity. Okay. So yeah, it just looks like he's haunted by it. And he messed up on a really good thing. It sucks to suck, right? Cry me a river, So it's kind of the way it feels. I mean, I don't know if he wants to take accountability or not. He probably will give you 500 reasons why he did the shit that he did. And just because he shows me that you're his 10 of cups, you're his 10 of pentacles, and he wants something new, doesn't mean that you have to even believe in his bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But I do feel that he is very haunted by you. And so, yeah, no. Like I said, sucks to suck. And sometimes people need to be held accountable for their actions. And if they don't want to take accountability, then who cares what they have to say, No. If he's a narcissist, then no. Like, it's a lie. You're right. It's just trying to get that supply back because, like I said, they crave that light. They want to drain it from you because they have none. So if he is a narcissist, even though he showed me a pretty picture of like, I'm so sad, like I want to make you right, and she won't let me. Well, they don't have empathy, so. Alright, what is the next? Like, I don't know if he's a narcissist, and I'm not trying to say that, I'm just was giving an example of the way that narcissists run, Okay, what's coming towards you in March? I ain't gonna lie, okay? Now narcissists give me the ick. But boy, for most of my life, They look like the best thing in the whole wide world. You know, like I was so attracted to it. Every time I see them, I'll be like, adrenaline, give it to me. And I don't know if that's my Venus and Aries or whatever, but now they give me the ick. But for a while, no, my ass was kind of dumb. But that was a wound that I needed to heal. Alright, let's see. Alright. Well, I feel like old Lonely Pants, old Mr. Out in the Cold is gonna return. They're gonna try to make us it known of how they feel. In March, I feel like you're looking real good, and I feel like you're gonna have a couple people, not just the one person we just read for, but a lot of energy coming towards you. Shock and awe, and some choices that definitely need to be made. And Spirit's kind of saying make sure your ego is in check, because especially if it happens during like Mercury retrograde, because most of March is going to be Mercury retrograde. And I think the shadow period of it. So anything that happens during then, don't really commit until like after. Because I do feel like there's a couple of people headed your way. I definitely feel like some of them are going to be a damn headache more than anything. I do feel competition, and I do feel like there's a big change on the horizon for you in March. And this could be because you're finally like slamming doors on things that just have no business being there. But I do see a real love offer coming in. Somebody that wants something stable, secure. Now, if you're in a relationship or talking to somebody, that could be like them wanting to do more, them wanting to like put a ring on it or advance the connection, because it feels like some shocking offer is coming your way, and it looks like it's going to be really good. The Ace of Cups, the Four of Wands, and the Tower. But I also see old silly pants over here trying to make himself known, because he's lonely, he's so sad, he's whatever. I think that's something that just needs to be put in its place and moved forward. I kind of feel like this Mercury retrograde is going to be very significant for you. This could be like the final Mercury retrograde where like all the exes come back, you know, or you get a load, because it looks like you've learned your lesson, and this is your time to put that stamp on it and say, I'm done. I'm done with that cycle. You know, so it looks good. You're shining, you're looking good. Maybe you're getting your hair done. But I definitely feel you're sending out a very magical vibe into the universe that you're ready for it all. You're ready for things to change. You're ready for to be seen. No more hiding in the shadows. Why did that Camp Rock song, This Is Me, it's on Camp Rock, a song called This Is Me. Maybe listen to it. I don't know. Maybe you like Camp Rock. But that's what I got. Hopefully that made sense. Girl, I learned the hard way too. I left claw marks and everything I wasn't supposed to have. But now I'm like, okay, if it's not for me, take it. I don't care. Go get it out of here. I'm too tired and old for it now. I just don't have the patience like I used to, I guess. Or the tolerance. Alright, Crow's Nest. And thank you again for your donation, love. And then come back and tell me what happened, because I'm nosy. Alright, my dearest Jessica. Where are you at? Jessica. Yeah. I don't really use the word narcissist lightly, because I've had, since I was little, every male in my life was that way. So it was definitely a father wound. YouTube never posted her question. Why is YouTube doing that? What did you say? What's coming in love for you in the immediate future? YouTube. I got it now. It's okay. We got it now. Gonna have to do Morse code. Alright, let's see. What is coming in love for Jessica in the immediate future? King of Cups. Oh, yeah. Somebody wants you bad. Bad, bad, bad. The Emperor? Oh, shit. Ace of Wands. It looks like some hotness is coming towards you pretty fast. And this, to me, feels like it goes from a drought of nothing happening to all of a sudden an overflow. Because I feel like the King of Cups is super attracted to you. Like, they want to get it on. And this person might be super attractive. But they may not necessarily want the best for you. Not saying that they do, or, they don't. It just looks like you're going to have to make a decision. Because there's an Emperor over here that thinks like you're wife material. And this other man is just obsessed with your lava flow. To me, I mean, if there's a choice between an Emperor and a King of Cups, I'll always choose the boss. It might even be your boss. I don't know. Okay. Show me this one. Okay. This one kind of, they understand your love language, because you show me the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups. Like, I definitely feel like this is going to be a real hard choice for you. Because I feel like one of them you are so attracted to. You really like how you two vibe. It's a real quick thing. This other one looks like they take their time. They got other stuff going on. Love isn't their main priority. But they're more stable, right? So there's a choice between what your heart wants and maybe what might take a little longer. But it's definitely a lot more solid. I definitely don't feel like, either choice is a bad choice. Because you're really feeling that King of Cups. But anyways, I've got Scorpio, Aries, and a lot of earth and water and fire. No air. No air. So I highly doubt it would be an air sign. Real strong water. But definitely it's going to take you by surprise because it's like this guy asked you out on a date and you're totally feeling it. And then here comes Big Daddy and you're like, damn, that one's good too. Why do I have to choose? Can't I keep them both? It's definitely going to uproot some things for you. Hi there, Mama. Scorpios are not fun. I love Scorpios, but not male Scorpios. I don't think I'd mix well with the male Scorpio. Maybe. I don't know. I just haven't found one. Alright, your second question. What's coming in general for you in the immediate future? One of them love-hate relationships, right? Alright, general for Crow's Nest. I feel like a long-awaited conversation is about to happen, or you've been waiting for things to, like, you know, there was something coming your way, whether that be like an offer on a job or an interview or something like that. I feels like it's been delayed for a minute. But I do feel like this conversation is happening, or this offer is coming in. Some kind of conversation that's going to speed things up. This could also be somebody you've dealt with in the past, and I feel like the two of you, your hearts aren't really in it anymore, and there could have been like a separation or something, but there's a conversation that needed to be had that could be happening soon, just to restore balance, I think. Either way, I feel like it's a long-awaited conversation or something that's going to restore balance. But because you both show up as the swords, I feel like it's more of a logical conversation. It could just be an ex that, you know, you need to end it with. Because I got a lot of Pisces energy here. Very mysterious, very veiled, very, like, maybe it's time that hard conversation needs to happen. Like, I can't keep going back and forth with you kind of feeling. Again, Mercury retrograde is here, so this could be also you standing up and saying, I could do better. I'm sorry, but we're not playing this game anymore. Bye. You know, like it doesn't feel like a loving conversation. This just feels like a necessary conversation. Now, if it's like you've been waiting on, you had an interview and you're waiting on the offer, I feel like it's coming. It's just, maybe you doubted it. Your intuition told you one thing, but you still got too much in your head about it and was like, no, it's never going to happen. But I definitely feel like Pisces season is going to be very transformative for you. And whatever has been kind of stagnant or stuck is going to start moving forward. How are you feeling, Mama? You feel better? All right, Jennifer, your turn. Oh, good. Well, I feel like you're gonna get the offer. It just might be like maybe you've been waiting for a while and it takes a minute for it to get to you. either that or you've just been ready to move on. You've been ready to move forward. You've been ready to get things moving. So, this is the fire horse year, so get ready. My husband, my ex-husband, and my daughter are both horses. So I tell them this is going to be their year. You're welcome, babe. Thank you for always showing up for me. Alright, Dion's current feelings. You had a disagreement last night. Yeah, that sucks. You need to set an alarm or something. And Dion's current feelings. This gives me the energy of like sometimes we need to have disagreements. We need to have time apart to like really reflect on like why we're together to begin with. It feels like whatever happened between the two of you, it's gonna pass. There's gonna be a resolution to it, but it's also gonna help to build something more strong and stable. Because I think sometimes we need to illuminate those darker parts of ourselves, the things that most people don't see until like we don't get our way, or we get triggered or whatever. So I think it was like a necessary trigger of some toxic part of whoever, and now it's like, okay, I see your shadow. How can we work past it? How can I change that part of myself that reacts this way, or something? Like it needed to come out, whatever it was. I feel like I will move past it just fine, because so we've got the sun and the stars, so there's definitely been an enlightenment, maybe on your side or both sides. I do feel you two can heal this. You can move past it. I don't think it's anything serious. He may have taken a step back to really work through like his anger, or try to look at things from a different perspective of to why it happened that way. Lots of majors here. I've got 5 majors out of 6, so yeah, the devil keeps coming up because especially it's right under the sun. It's like it needed to be seen. So whatever caused the argument needed to happen. It needed to be like healed. It needed to be put in center so that it can heal. Yeah, 6 of Wands, victory. I think in the sun again, under the devil. It needed to be seen. They always say what's done in the dark always comes to light, or like what's hidden in the dark needs the light to shine on. So it was definitely necessary. Neon, I'm gonna send this back to you, babe. Or do you want me to save it for my next live? Because that was the last of my donations. Let me know. Do you want me to save it for the next one, or do you want me to just send it back? Because I closed the donations a while ago. But I hope that helps, Jennifer. Thank you for being here. Man, I can't take those pain meds. They make me so sick. It's ridiculous. Like, ugh. Okay, I'll put you first on the next live, babe. And then if you don't show up for the next live, I'll just keep pushing it until you're ready for it. but I do appreciate it. I just only have so much energy for, and it's already 9. I haven't started the free list, so we are starting the free list now. All right, babe, you're first for Wednesday. All right, so hello, it is your turn. Are you here? Any good news that your spirit team wants you to know? There's something that was meant to harm you that has been, like, reversed. Like, somebody sent something, or somebody did something bad to you, but it's being turned around to bless you. It was almost like somebody was trying to harm you by what they said, and it ended up making them look stupid. Something, it could be as simple as that. It's the way that it's saying is that why they said that is because there was a relationship that you had that didn't end well, or that person harmed you in some way. But it's almost coming back to you tenfold, because there is a partner that's coming your way that you would not have been at the right place for them if that didn't happen. That makes sense. Just be careful of not pushing them away and using common sense, like logical versus heart space decisions. But there is something, I feel Aries season is significant. You might meet this person in Aries season. But it's almost like you had to go through the dark to get your eyes on something better for you. The irony, you're so right. All right. Jeannie, you posted yeah, don't push it away. At least give it time. A little bit of time. Jeannie wants... She's got to tell me that. Like, I'm going to let her tell me. She might not today. She might want the money. What's coming in the next few months regarding love and relationships? Lots of 3s here, boo. Lots of 3s. I hear you saying I time for y'all's bullshit. I think you're gonna have a lot of stuff coming back around at you, and you're just like, I don't got time for this. I don't have time for y'all no more. And because you do that, it's setting you up for victory. Wheel of Fortune, 6 of Wands. 3 of Swords, 3 of Cups is like behind you. And so I feel like you turn your back on something you may have once engaged with. Maybe up to 3 different people during Mercury retrograde, but because you're not falling for their dumbness anymore, and you're like, no. I know my worth, and that ain't it. I like that, and I can hear you saying that. You're like, no, I'm good with or without you. But it sets you up for, I think, in June, something really good in June's gonna happen. Irene. I mean, I could pretty much call it for everybody, but I try not to because, like, the one time I think it's gonna be that, I kind of leave it open. Too closed. I think when the right person comes along, you'll feel safer to open up. All right, Irene. Okay. Will your soft girl get him moving in the right direction? All right, let's see. Okay. I do feel in some ways that the things we do, especially if our partner is very in tune with us, can, inspire them to want to be different. Yes. And I do feel like the more that you can show them that you trust their decision making and trust their ability to lead and all those things, it will help them to at least acknowledge parts of themselves maybe they haven't looked at. But the work that they need to do, this person specifically, needs to be done on their own. And no matter what you do, you're not going to change them. I hope that makes sense. It's not that the work you do is going to go in vain. The work you do on yourself to become more of the divine feminine, regardless if it's with this person or somebody else in the future, it will always benefit you, And maybe by the reflection, things will change on their end. But I do still see that what they need to do personally is kind of look at what got them to where they are right now. And I don't feel that they're ready to face it yet. And personally, be careful of who you be a soft girl for, because I don't want you to for you personally, yes, we need to be open to receiving, we need to be softer, and we need to trust our partners. But do you honestly trust them enough to put your heart into their hands yet? Because I don't know if it's necessarily safe for you to do that right now. And that's just from what I'm seeing. And that's not saying that this is not going to work or whatever, but you know what I'm talking about. I'm rambling. That's unconditional love. That's the way to love. You posted somewhere in the mix. There we go. What is Sagittarius's karma for what they did to you? They get to watch you move on with somebody else. they get to see you thriving. They get to see you not hung up on them and having the strength to have a relationship after them. And it might even be like, you know, it's a glow up for you, this next person. You're going to make relationships look real good, and they're going to be kicking themselves in the ass. I want to go deep sea fishing. One of my birthdays, I want to go deep sea fishing. All right, doctor. I'm so glad you're here today, because if you weren't, we were going to put you in the naughty chair. General love. Good night, Irene. Have a good night, my love. Oh. Oh. I see a conversation coming in that's going to make you real happy. Two souls coming together. Happiness. Could be somebody you already know, because it looks like they're coming in to reveal their feelings. So they might already have feelings for you. They just haven't spoke them out loud. I do feel it's going to bring you a lot of clarity, and it will make you very happy. Could be a Leo. Doesn't have to be. She does. She deserves to be spoiled every single day. LT spiritual. Everybody here does. My foot falling asleep. Did y'all hear my knees bop? That's terrible. I want to see Jean with some babies. Some babies, because she needs her some babies to love on. Alright, what's coming towards you in love? I kind of feel like you're walking away from one thing and straight into another. So I don't know if that means you're letting go of something in the current time, or somebody's about to come back and you're going to be walking away from them. But it's like you walking away from them, you run into a King of Wands. Somebody that's pretty fiery, pretty attractive. I can't really tell you where it would go from there. But I do see like some passion. Might be like a hot girl summer. I think your money's going to be well. Well, Spirit's kind of like take it slow, because what you want wants you to. But there's still some journey to be had. And I think it's got a lot to do with like your self-love and the men that you're attracting. Okay. Country. I almost did it again. I almost called you Courtney again. I'm sorry, my bad. What does your spirit's team feel you need to work on when it comes to elevating your spiritual gifts? I kind of feel that Spirit's saying start from the beginning. Like the simple things. Finding that quiet space we all have within us that some people call the God molecule, the place of silence, right? I kind of feel that a lot of people would say you've got to do this, you've got to do that, you know. But everybody's journey is different. Everybody's gifts are different. So what I feel is that where you feel your gifts lie, right? Whether that be clairsentience, clairvoyance, whatever. Start to read about it. Start to connect with it. Start to practice it. Start to give energy to it. Maybe work with fire. I feel fire could be significant, like fire gazing. Some type of writing. I do feel your hands are involved also. I know you can like create energy. They say rub your hands like this and practice, like, because there's an energy that happens like when you rub your hands together, and then you can feel it, like how far you can stretch the energy. I don't even know why I said that, but it feels like something to do with your hands. Maybe you're a healer by nature. I need a new chair. But it's like, start from the beginning. Start from getting grounded, connecting to that center space, and then going after like one spiritual gift that you want to stretch, that you want to grow. Hopefully that made sense. All right, Andresa. You're welcome. All right, Lucky. Did Lucky leave? We're not talking about the pug, Mama. All right, Andresa, what can you expect for the month of March? Two of Cups, Hangman. Fire Pony. Okay. I feel you need to do some real reflection on the people that come to you in the next few weeks, especially in March, because it is a retrograde. I do see somebody hot and heavy coming in, trying to persuade you to do all the things with them. What Spirit is like, take it slow. Because one thing is, if somebody comes in hot and heavy and they're like, you're my everything, blah, 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 this, that, and the other. Don't give them what they're looking for at first. You know what I mean? Like, make them work for it is kind of the energy that I'm getting. Because if all they want is the hot and heavy and you don't give it to them and they disappear, that kind of shows who they were, right? So I feel that something like that is going to happen. But I do feel there's more than one person. So before making any decision, make sure to look at things from all angles. I don't know what number you are either. Alright, there's Lucky. For some reason, they keep removing you. I'm sorry, YouTube has been a jerk. And let me do Lucky. What was your question? Okay. Take care of, provide for me. Anything you see about how all that could go in a relationship? Can you rely on him as a partner? I I feel like you can because the intentions are good. Four wands, four of swords, and the chariot. I feel like you'll find a sense of peace with this person. It might actually get you moving in a direction that you've been wanting to move into. I would just say, I mean, the energy looks really good. Just be careful of like rushing into it. Make sure, like it says, just take it one day at a time. Go slow. But it does look like you two have a secure enough bond to where it can go places. And you can build like a secure life together if you both come healed and are willing to look at the things that need to be healed and work through them together. I don't know why every time I try to put that deck back. All right, so who did I miss? Neon, general career. There's too many people posting. Hold on. General career, Neon. Okay. I definitely feel that there's been a lot of conflict in your career, or maybe you've come across a lot of obstacles. I do feel something exciting is about to happen. Some opportunity. Either you're going to find it or it's going to find you. But I do feel it's going to help you to move past like the blockages that have kept you stuck up until this point. I do see the excitement for something though in the near future. That's going to bring you away from maybe like negative workplaces, people trying to block your blessings, stuff like that. So I think this year is going to help you to get the ideas you have in your head moving, or like the universe is going to start putting them in your right in your face, so you'll grab a hold of them and take them. So looks good career wise. All right, Diamond Girl. Yes, please. Yes, please. All right, Diamond Girl. What's the energy between now and the end of March? What's coming that you do not see? Okay. Why do I feel like something's circling back? Now, I know you do not want things to circle back, but this looks like it's circling back for a reason. It's Mercury retrograde. It's gonna happen. I think this is around like friendships, family. I see a resolution. It kind of feels like maybe y'all had a falling out and never talked about it, and then you didn't hear from them anymore. And this looks like there's an opportunity to rebuild whatever was lost, if you want to. I just feel like Spirit's kind of bringing it to the forefront because it is that season, of like the returns of things. I definitely feel a lot of growth within you, though. Whatever this is, I'm not sure. It just looks like something's coming back around to end whatever upsetting thing had happened between you and somebody else. It feels full circle kind of moment. All right. Who am I on? Who am I on? Good night, Mama. Have a good evening. Thanks for stopping by. We appreciate all the love. Alright, so we're on Cherry now. How will your next boyfriend be like? Okay. Kind of feels like a blessing from above, honestly. They feel like a very happy type of energy. I do feel that they crave a lot of attention. They like the attention. Um, they're a lover by nature. Kind of gives me Leo vibes, you know. Leos are very lovable. They do like a lot of like physical attention, most of them. Um, kind of feel like they definitely have, how do I say this? It's almost like they like you more than you like them. Like it might take a minute for you to like really be able to catch feelings for them. Maybe they'll try to like catch your attention, but once you love them, you love them. It's just you're like, I'm not sure about them. Something about them makes me feel like something is wrong, but that could be your trauma talking. So they feel kind of like a little burst of happiness, so they wear you down. You're welcome. Why did Andres ignore you, Freddie? Maybe they weren't expecting to see you, or they had a lot going on at that moment. Um, I don't necessarily feel like they, because the way it seems is like, even if y'all see each other every single day, like maybe the way you looked, you intimidated them that day. Like you walked in and they're like, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. You caught them off guard. It was kind of the feeling that I got. It was like walking into some random store and running into somebody you dated like 10 years ago. It's like, what? What do I say? What do I do? And I don't know why they felt so conflicted, honestly. Can't really tell. Maybe they just had a lot going on and people were like wanting their attention and they didn't know like what to say, what to do. I definitely see them holding back though, but it doesn't look like they did it to hurt you, or it doesn't look like it was really intentional. It just feels like they were caught off guard by you, and I don't know why that is. Y'all aren't into each other. Well, it kind of feels like they didn't know what to say. She said, like, ew. Well, then who cares why he ignored you? I don't know. He just felt like, that's what I feel like. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. That's the energy I got. Jazzy, jazz, jazz, jazz. It's driving me crazy. I don't have my music. Oh, Jazz, why did you leave me? Rachel, are you here, Rachel? Rachel's like, I'm here. Are you dry? I think the situation was intimidating or something. You caught them off guard. What Jeffrey plans towards this connection in the next 5 days? I feel like this gives me the energies he's going to give you the runaround. I don't think anything's going to happen, and if it does, it feels very, like, just sexual. I feel like you two will talk, but it's like you're not getting the answers you need. He's not... It just feels like y'all are running in circles in the next 3 days. Conversation-wise. I don't think it's going to go further than that. Unless... after these weird conversations happen, he just decides to invite you over and y'all sleep together, but I don't really know. It feels like some toxic conversations or like some conversations that don't get anywhere. It's like round and round and round we go. I think he's gonna make you very mad. You're in a hookah lounge. I think hookah tastes like I'm smoking incense, and I don't like that idea. So, it's not my thing, but the places are pretty cool. Alright, Gothic Empress. Amaya, just sorry. Okay, talking social media because he doesn't like giving his phone number out. If I give Samuel my number, will he text you back? Sorry, my eye. I kind of feel like he will, I kind of feel like it opens the doorway for back and forth communication. But the way that I see it is like he kind of likes it the way it is, but he will work with whatever. You know what? I used to, like when I was younger, I used to test men because they'd be like, can I give you my, like, if I give you your number, will you call me? Or give me your number, right? They would ask for my phone number, and I'd be like, no, you give me your phone number. And if they hesitated, I knew that they were dealing with somebody else or there was something shady. So you may want to look at that. If they don't give you their phone number, you might want to think twice. All right, so Celine, what type of thoughts has Slade had about you recently? Let's see. like he's having some late night fantasies. Thinking about, like, what things y'all will be doing together. I think it's more like you run through his head at night. It feels very sweet. It doesn't necessarily feel like, like people do at night, like if you know what I'm saying. This is sweeter. Like, they have sweet thoughts of you when they lay down at night. They make plans in their head about, like, they fantasize about what y'all would do together or how they can make you happy. But it, like I said, it feels very sweet. It's not like the King of Wands and the Ace of Wands kind of thoughts. This is more of like a sweet thoughts. We love our mods. They're so amazing. They're my favorites. And Maria, every time I say your name, I want to sing the song. You remind me of a West Side Story. How do Alan and Angela feel that Candace and JV are doing? Okay. They feel pretty good, honestly. It's like they can't complain. That's kind of the energy they give. Like, it's working. However, there's the Two of Swords at the bottom, so there might be some kind of blockage or something that they wish was different, but they're like, it's okay. They're okay. They're alright. Not like super praise or anything like that. Just they're doing it. Alright, blue butterfly. Yes, Maria. She reminds me of a West Side Story. At least I'm not the only one. That feels like singing her name. But I will not hurt y'all's ears with that. Blue butterfly, are you here? Positive bear. I thought it said positive vibes. Just post again, please. I don't know why YouTube is causing issues today. I see that you posted it and it was deleted, but I don't see your question. I don't know why YouTube's being a jerk to me today. Okay, found it. You got it. What's coming that you don't know of? Okay, this kind of feels like an unexpected blessing. It's almost like a repayment, if that makes sense. Like there's something that you've either invested money in or love in or something in that's about, the reward is about to return to you. So, because when we give to others or when we give to things, even if we don't receive it back from that person, but I do feel there's a big change in like your fortune, like a lucky break, or an unexpected blessing that maybe you felt that something really nice was coming your way, but it just never, you never saw it. Or you've been manifesting for a long time and you're like, why hasn't it happened yet? So there's definitely a big change, especially with the star and the wheel of fortune together. It's a lucky break or a blessing. Could have to do with an Aquarius or one of them fixed signs, Leo, Scorpio, Taurus, etc. Aquarius. Again. Oh, YouTube, I know. They're being mean to me today. They need to be nicer. General for this month for Nana. You're welcome, love. Okay. Spirit saying you're going to be really excited about what's coming towards you this month. But they're like, don't do it. You've got to have self-love. You've got to say no sometime. I just feel like you getting super excited in your feelings, over the moon about something that happened. Somebody comes in and they're willing to or they're saying that, we're going to do some things. And you're like, okay. And Spirit's like, don't do that. Don't do it. They're like, nope, not today. Now, you can do what you want. But I do have the 7 swords at the bottom. Whatever this is, it comes with some issues and problems if you let it. So, I don't know. You come back and tell me what that is. Because Spirit was like, no, don't do that. I know it feels great. I know it's wonderful. You get like an adrenaline rush off of it, but no. It's almost like saying no to drugs. Like, don't do it. Like a Dare commercial. Don't. I don't know. I can't. Sometimes it happens. But Spirit's like, don't do it. Alright, sun and moon and stars. Are you here? Sun, moon, sun, moon, sun, moon. Ari. Oh, girl, you made it. I'm so proud of you. What? Oh. James is probably a whole lot of trouble. Just saying. Alright. Is Ari's gonna be popped by James or someone else? Is it gonna be popped by James? Let's just do that. It's not time yet, so if it is them, it's not going to be until a little bit later down the way. YouTube didn't block the cherry, but it's been blocking all kinds of generals. Like Diamond Girl said, who is James? And he's a Pisces. It's Pisces season. They're fun. That's all I'm gonna say. They're fun. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be like tomorrow. Yeah. Girl, that's up to you. But what I's friend Jane's thoughts and feelings are towards you? You met him on Valentine's Day. That's cute. On Valentine's Day is better. Okay, let's see. Jay's feelings and thoughts about Jane. I'm gonna reshuffle that because they all came out at one time and I don't understand. They think you're the devil. Just kidding. I don't know if like they know your gifts or maybe I's talk to them about like your ability to see things. And maybe this person isn't like the most of like the believers. I kind of feel also that maybe they don't think you're, I think you had said that last time, like they don't think you're the person you portray yourself to be, like you're too good to be true or you're too nice or something like that. Like they feel like maybe you might be casting some kind of illusion. They like you, and it's not that they don't, but they do have doubts about you. Like, are you even real? Are you real? Are you who you say you are? Or are you playing with my boy's feelings? It's kind of, I guess that's what most friends do. They're like, she seems great. Oh, that was Kay. You're devilishly inappropriate. Oh, yeah. I could see that too. Because the devil did come out with the world. I mean, it's kind of the same message, though. The other person didn't seem like this, though. Like, the energy is very different. The other person was like, you're great, you're wonderful. This one's like, I don't know yet. I don't know. I like her. She seems kind of magical. Either that or they're just hoping that they end up doing something like taking advantage of this great opportunity. Because maybe I is the one with the conflict and they're like, I don't see it. I don't know. I know for sure I's hot for teacher. They've shown me that 500 times. But this person is more of like a logical thinker, I think, than I is. Maybe they've got like trust issues and whatnot. You get the opposite of me. I don't know why. Yeah, don't be in a rush. Especially with the Pisces man. They'll they'll put you in a net. That's weird how they read opposite to me. But hey, sometimes when we read for ourselves, like, it's hard to take our ego out of it, you know? And you know them better, so. I don't think I've ever had nerdy boys. I need to meet some, though. I think they would be great for me. No, Pisces are not mushy gushy. Um, they're portrayed to be. I don't think they are. I don't think I really have met a Pisces man that's just like, I don't know, they're full of trauma. Or the ones I've met anyway. But we're at the end of it. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate y'all so much. Thanks for sending healing and loving vibes to my mama. She's got some procedures next week, so if y'all could just say some or send some love and light her way, I'd appreciate it. You like the assholes, Ari. But anyways, I love you guys. I'll see y'all on Wednesday. If you need me in the in-between,